couple weeks for sure. But we had left off with you guys taking a jaunt down to Blue Alley, which is in the Sea Ward, where you kind of went through a menagerie of traps created by a wizard for his little own playground. Though Blitz came out, I think, on top of everything with a new friend. Yeah, you damn right it does. Yeah. Nope. Oh, just you. You can't. Nobody else can hear it. Yeah. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. And the alleyway disappeared, or the what you began the alleyway you began in disappeared, and now it just appears to be a normal alleyway with two buildings on the left and right. The equipment vendor on the right, and you're staring back at the wall on the far end of the alley. It attacks like a short sword. So, brother Cornelius, you see Blitz coming back. Blitz took a little bit of a walk by himself, and you see him coming back to you and Frank.
Not how it works here, boss.
Frank is still salty. Make a note.
Frank will remember that.
Uh, well, it was nice that we spent this last little jaunt out to this alley, and I nearly died. Couldn't even get a ride on a horse. Died several times almost, actually, and you got a sword, and looks like your money bag is a little bit fuller there.
Nah, you guys you took all
refocus
my money, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Shall we maybe refocus on our goal here in Waterdeep?
All right, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot. So we gotta go down to Delzorn, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
right?
I feel like the rest of us got nothing from that. Like,
You got me less unhappy.
he's just mad. He's just whatever. I'm ready to move on. Frank's just like, let's just. I want to get tall.
Yes, Blitz, you are correct. The Vintners are located on Delzorin and Vahozar streets.
All right, so yeah,
as
we
Scab
should,
had told you.
we got to go to Vahoza Street and Delzorin over there. We got to go to the monastery of the Vitnas. Those guys, remember them?
I'm
Well,
ready.
last time I followed you, our whole world got turned upside down in that alley. And I'm not sure I'd really trust your directions.
You want to lead the way?
Sure.
Last
let's go.
time I left you on your own, you rolled up. All my money was gone, and Brother Cornelius was in a thing full of fish.
That was my idea.
But the difference with that one is I had fun.
I had lots of fun.
I'm just.
Brothers, I don't think we're on the same page here. I think it's time for us to
Let's
move
just-
on. Clearly,
let's
we've
just
our
complete
brood
it.
friend. I think that's manifesting itself in.
I just miss him so much. No. I'm good to go. Let's just go.
Maybe we'll find you a sword somewhere. Maybe the Vitnas can make something for you nice.
Better bloody hope so.
Well, it seems like you got some good friends there, Ace.
Am I outside of hearing distance of everybody else?
Nope.
You just kind of like
We can all see you.
sort of just kind of tightens the grip on the hilt. Just
Whoa, watch what you're doing there.
and then it kind of trudges forward, following Frank.
Okay.
Frank, lead the way.
I'm leading the way. Where are we going again?
The Vintners.
We're
So-
going to Delzoin and Zihoza.
So do you guys, where did you put your cart? Your fish cart?
Oh God, do we still have that?
I know we still have the horse. I don't know if we still have that.
Okay.
I believe we left it in the courtyard,
So you
aflame, full of fish.
Okay, so
I recall the last time we.
so all you have left is poor deal.
Yeah, poor deal. But I mean, you make it sound like that's not a lot.
Hey,
Poor deal is a lot. We would be dead without poor deal. Let's be honest. He's a hero.
Brother Cornelius is fine walking.
So as you venture out past the alleyway that you so gallantly strode into, actually you brought poor deal in there with you.
Yeah.
And so poor deal is leading you out, and you are cruising through the streets of the Sea Ward, which slowly fade as you make your way up through to the North Ward. And you can see that the villas here and the buildings have become much more eloquent and well made, much like the Torm Villa that you three had managed to rob for Scab earlier. The streets are a lot cleaner, and you slowly make your way past that villa, and you take a right onto Delzorin Street, and you can see what clearly looks like this Vintner's Guild. It takes up almost an entire city block, and as you see wooden gates that lead into a courtyard, and all throughout the courtyard are barrels upon barrels of stacked wine, and you see various brothers and monks walking in and out. It looks like they're taking inventory. It looks like there are carts that are getting filled up with certain vintages, and there is a large warehouse and on the left-hand side of this courtyard that brothers of this guild seem to be going in and out of.
How are these brothers all dressed?
They're actually dressed much like Vintner Sirac, very monastically, in a red tunic from head to toe that has a hood on it. The tunic is made out of very fine silk. And you notice, Brother Cornelius, that each of them has a golden cord around the waist, but you notice several that have more cords around the waist than others.
And the whole point of us going here was to talk to the Vintners to...
Brother Cornelius has the crown to the Tendir Kingdom, and it has to get slotted with a new gem in order to be activated to find the new heir to the throne.
So do we ask him nicely to make this gem, or do we just tell him to make the gem?
Well, they're making the hole for the gem.
Whatever they're doing. It's been a while, all right. I've had a very traumatic experience in this city. All right.
You're right. It has not been not the most welcoming city to us.
What do you think, brother? You think we should just go find one of these guys, see what they can do? You think they'd be happy to see this thing, or what?
I don't care if they're happy.
What's the worst? Let's just ask them. What's the worst that could happen?
I can think of a few things.
We're on such a great roll. I mean, it's not like we've done anything inappropriate, like steal from anyone.
Look, I don't care what we do, so long as the dress man, Brother Cornelius, does not come up with their plans anymore. That's all I care about. All right. As long as he doesn't do it, we're good. We'll be fine. No fire.
Yes, man.
We'll be fine.
Well, lead the way, Frank.
Frank trots up. So
So you see So before
Sorry,
you, Frank. Oh, so we're gonna
the
say.
goal is to get a gem or make a hole for the gem. I'm really.
You have to have the gem made.
Okay, gem mate. Sounds right.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Take that, Jack. So I just walk up immediately, ask the first one I see. I need a gem.
And you see a large orc in front of you, but still dressed in this clothing. He says, "Congratulations." So?
Thank you. So I need a gem.
Wonderful.
Where do I get a gem?
At any jeweler.
But like a really special gem.
Probably at a really special jeweler.
It's for a particular crayon.
A crayon? What is a crayon?
Look, I tried, guys. You take her.
Blitz.
Cornelius, you wanna show them what we got?
Brother Cornelius pulls out his crown. We're perhaps looking for a gem, yay size, for this.
Interesting. So you want a gem for a crown, but what's so special about it?
Okay, this guy's an idiot. Let's just find someone else. He's an idiot.
Do you know what we do here? We make some of the finest wines on this side of the Sword Coast.
Do you make gems, though? Sorry, guys, I spilled like something, and it's kind of gross. If you wonder what's going on, super distracted.
Do you have any of this wine we might try for ourselves?
Sure. We have a sampling room. Are you interested in buying some?
Oh, obviously. I mean, I'm a fine. I mean, look at me. I'm definitely a connoisseur of fine wines. So
They'll buy all the wine.
I'll drink
Interesting.
some wine.
Well, my name is Vintner Ping, and I shall escort you into our dining room.
Ping. Thank you very much.
And you follow this orc back, and he leads you into the warehouse. And inside, as as the gates or the doors open up, you get the scent of grapes on the vine just wafting through the air. And as you look up, you see beautiful beams of wood across the ceiling and tables furnished out of exquisite mahogany that you haven't seen carved this well in a very long time. But he does bring you to a table, a circular table, and sits you down and puts 3 tasting glasses in front of each of you.
So 9 glasses total, or like one each?
9 glasses total.
Okay.
And you see another vintner come up behind, and he pours. This is our vintage from only 3 years ago.
So it's fresh. All right. And Blitz sloshes it around in his mouth. Like does the whole
Frank
like
Frank just goes,
someone do this before? Like spins it and sniffs it and drinks it, but he swallows it.
Your friend, good sir, doesn't. He's not the smartest when it comes to wine, is he?
yeah, it does the job.
I was talking about you.
What? Well, that's it. I'll take my business elsewhere.
And you, what? Are you afraid to drink our wine?
No. I was merely letting my gnomish brothers take the lead here, as is appropriate in the Church of Timora, Book of Timora, Rule 212. Gnomes first.
Interesting.
Brother Cornelius takes a drink and puts up to his mouth and does the drinking like motion without actually drinking.
Okay.
Did we notice?
Delicious.
You can roll a perception if you want to check.
I'm gonna roll a perception to see.
Yeah.
Um,
Stone, roll me a stealth check.
Oh God.
I threw a 13.
18.
You
Nice.
do not notice, Blitz. And then
All right.
you see the vintner come back, and he says he pours another, or you see him pour another taste into the second glass. He says, "This is much older, maybe 12-year vintage."
Drink the whole thing one go.
You'll notice these were grapes that grew in Mirabar.
Yeah, you can you can tell.
Ah, I'm
You
glad.
can tell they're grown in the mirror walls.
Yes, yeah. You have a good palate.
That's
I appreciate that.
thank you. I just made it.
Brother Cornelius, are you also just taking a sip or a fake sip?
Big sip leading the way. Amazing.
Thank you.
Timora approves.
I think at this point, like Blitz, he's still kind of looking around. Like, can I roll for perception? I'll roll with disadvantage though, because I'm starting to get drunk.
No, you're not overly hammered. So you can.
Okay, all right. I'm trying to get the benefit of the doubt. Here we go.
Stone, give me that stealth too.
Just a 10.
Oh, is he still checking me out?
Mm-hmm.
We're close to each other. You got a 50-50 shot.
Oh, snap. 18 again.
Damn. So you have no. And you see the vintner pour the third one out, and this wine is almost pitch black as it makes its way into your cup. And he says, yes, this collected from various roots and vines from the Underdark. Enjoy.
The Underdark. That's where the Drows live, right? Drow?
Oh,
Yes.
all right.
Can I have another one of number 2?
Yes, I see. I don't see a problem in that.
I'll take a keg.
A full.
Third one.
Ah, yes. Well, that'll be
Entire keg.
100 gold. Good sir.
The other
Put it on
gnome's
his tab.
paid. He's such a generous guy. Yeah, he's that guy. He'll trade you his sword for it. He's got you
No.
covered. Yeah, keg.
I don't have any money. You were
Keg.
paying for this one.
Keg.
No.
Where is it? He's paying for it.
I have no money.
You have no money. You
Well, I
said
mean,
you said you'd be buying from us.
I'm rich with friends. Yeah, I'm rich with friends. I lost my accent when I got drunk.
Your rich friends aren't paying me either.
Hey, you guys, give the man a gold piece. You took all mine.
Do I have any? I don't know if I have any. This is awkward. Hold on, I've got to find some notes real quick. Wait.
Would you find folks be in need of a loyal horse?
No, I've got tons of gold. What am I talking about? Yeah, I've got it. Keg.
Ah, excellent. I will have one put on the on your donkey out there.
No, right here.
He's a pig.
Right in front of me.
He's
Oh.
he's a pig.
Oh, all right. And you see 2 vintners roll in a cask, and it's put right on the table in front of you.
Frank just starts pouring it out. Oh, smashing a few back. You want any, boy? You want any, boys?
Yeah, I'll have more. More.
No. Just drinking more.
He's just holding his mug out.
Mate, you should have brought some gold. This is fun. This is a fun quest we're on. Did you tell him about the crown? Maybe this guy knows.
So,
Drinking.
Brother Cornelius, you see both of these two getting more and more sloppily drunk off of this delectable wine.
Believe it or not, we're actually not together, the 3 of us. We met at your front gate, but I was curious, your wine is incredible. Who do I
Of
speak
course it is.
Yeah, it's average.
about encrusting this crown of a family friend with a gem?
Why would you come here to have that done?
That is a great question. We were sent here from a reliable source that said amongst your many talents here, one was gem insertion, crown things. Yeah, crown gem. Wine? Wine?
And he says, fine, you shall follow me. Are you bringing these other 2 with you?
Follow.
Sure. Yes. My stewards will join us.
Stuart.
You have some rope so I can tie the keg to my pig.
I assure you it'll be here when you come back.
But I want to bring it.
He's a lightweight, isn't he?
No, I've just had about 16 in the time you were talking. But whatever, let's just crown.
Take it away.
And he just looks kind of not disgusted, but just disappointed in Frank. And he says, "Follow me," and he leads you back further, deeper into this winery, and you see more and more casks that are against the walls being stacked from floor to ceiling. You see presses and grapes being loaded into fermenters. But then you come to the back wall, which is just single bottles of wine. And you see him count from the center, 3 over and 5 down. And you see him twist a bottle counterclockwise. And it opens up a door inwards as an entire 5-foot door, 5 foot by 10-foot door slides open, and he leads you down a stairwell, which brings you underneath the winery into more storage areas. But as he's leading you through this wine cellar, you see the sconces start to light up as you walk past them on each side of the hallway. And you come to a door with a golden rope on it. And Brother Cornelius, you see it, and it looks much like the golden ropes that these vintners wear around their waist. But you see it entwined with 5 other ropes.
And they're all the same.
All the same color. And as Vintner Ping opens the door for you, you see a giant hearth in the foreground of a 20 by 20 foot room. And in the center of the room is a 10-foot diameter table. And you see a man sitting down across the room from you, seated at the table, also vested in this silkened red robe. And you see that his hair is jet black, but makes its way down almost to his chest in front of the robes. And you can see the point of ears coming out of the black of his black hair. And from the firelight, you can see a glint of blue in his eye. And he says, "Please sit down. What is
That
it?
might be hard.
Who are you then?"
Frank the Giant.
What was in that? What was in that thing that the last keg?
And he confers with you. You see Ping walk around to him and just whisper in his ear. And you see him close his eyes a little, and he looks back up. He says, "Please sit down. That was just fortified wine."
Brother Cornelius sits down,
So
holding
good,
the crown on his finger.
so good.
"Tell me,
All right.
where did you get that?"
We killed a guy, right?
"What?"
Yeah, king.
We
No,
went on a
no.
grand adventure.
What are we doing?
Man.
Yeah.
This is a result of our heroic sacrifices. There's a
"Why do you have that?"
Time war.
Well, you see,
No.
wizard lady. Wizard
Amora. No.
lady. Wizard. Yeah. Yeah. Set on.
Archipelago.
Brother,
There was a man bun at one point. Oh,
We had a bird.
there was a bird. Why haven't we questioned where the bird is? It doesn't matter. I miss Fancy Boy.
At this point, Blitz finds like a thing he's sitting on and just lays down.
No.
"Would you like to tell me what these two are explaining?"
You'll have to excuse them. They've had a very rough childhood. Not all there. It's with our ladies, Timora's grace, that we take them on this journey with us. Alms for the poor. So, the crown. Back to this fine crown.
Yes. Why do you have it?
It is. We are temporarily tasked with ensuring the restoration of a kingdom. It's not ours to keep, but we do have a job, and that's why we're here. Restore the crown and restore the kingdom.
How did you get this crown?
It was it's a long story, and so brother Cornelius, spends the next 10 minutes walking everyone through the story from
Okay.
falling down to gelatinous cubes.
Sure.
On the way we are right now.
Okay.
Not missing any detail.
Perfect. So,
And here we are. Voila.
well, I am Vintner Kasirim, and do you know exactly what it is we do here?
All
Wine.
yes. Clearly wine.
It's not just wine that we make, it's the wine that we infuse these gems with. That will create different potions and powerful relics. Your friends are feeling a little bit of the effect now.
They seem normal to me. This is absolutely normal for them.
Magic wine.
Or more quieter than they normally are. So thank you. I'll take home a cask of that wine afterwards. But continue.
Well, seeing as though this must be made, we are in need of the actual gem itself. And there is one place to find it. And you see Kaisirim toss a coin onto the table in front of you, Brother Cornelius. And the coin is blue, and it's blue and white, and it looks like a snowflake with a hammer in the middle of it. I need you to go find this gem for me so we can infuse it.
Oh, another errand for us.
Take this to Durnan, my friend.
Durnan?
Durnan.
And who is this Durnan?
Oh, he's a local proprietor of a little establishment you may have heard of, the Yawning Portal.
Can't say I've heard of it. Have you guys heard of it?
Huh?
Never mind. Back to sleep. Back to sleep, guys.
Wine.
And there's only one gem that will accomplish what we need here.
Mm-hmm. Durnan will know what to do with that.
So we killed Durnan. All right, let's get on the mission. Durnan's dead.
He's kidding. Funny.
I'm not.
He's really great. This is, just ignore these two. Okay. Durnan, and where do we find this Durnan? This Yawning Portal. Got a map?
It's in the castle ward.
All right. Yawning Portal, Durnan, Castle Ward. Away we go. We'll be right back. Timora will lead us. Anything else we should know?
Anything else you'd like to know?
Tell us a little bit more about this Durnan fellow. Is it a fellow?
Yes, you'll know him. You'll know him by his, let's say his facial hair.
His facial hair. I couldn't help but notice these cords around this establishment. What are they? What's this? What's the importance of these cords that we're seeing?
Ah, they are a symbol of the rank of our society.
And how might one acquire one of these cords and join your society?
Well, if you'd like to become a vintner, you'll swear off all worldly possessions, all gold, all monetary items, don on a silkened robe.
I think you've said enough, good sir. We'll go on our way. Pleasure speaking with you.
Every time.
And away we go to the castle.
Where are we going?
The castle.
Yeah.
Yawning portal. Castle.
Don't forget
ward.
the keg.
There
Don't
it
forget- I need a rope. Strap it to the pig.
And this gentleman's keg.
And Ping leads you up and out, and he hands Frank a rope. He says, "Fine. Do what you want with it."
Frank just grabs it very clumsily, tries to tie it to Bob. Bob's not having it. Does not like that idea. So he's like, "Oh, that's." Did anyone else forget we had a horse? Didn't need the pig at all. Hits his head and then straps to the horse, and they go on their way. I guess I'm good to go. I got what I care about.
All right. So you leave the Vintners Guild, and you can easily find your way to the Yawning Portal. It's one of the more famous inns in all of Waterdeep. And as you ask locals on your way through the different wards, and you make your way up through the North Ward to the Castle Ward, which is, you can clearly tell, is of the highest of societies. But this inn is located down an alleyway, and you see the opening, and as you start to look in through the door, you see a 40-foot in diameter well in the center of the inn. And once the door opens, you can feel the sound of merriment bustling through. You can see elbows smashing against elbows, glasses clanking against glasses, songs being sung, and drinks being downed. This place is alight with activity. And as you look behind the bar, you see a gentleman, roughly about 5'10", washing a mug, and you see his long brown hair come back to his to the arch in his neck, and you see a mustache that goes from his nose all the way out and spans to his ears.
Is that the guy?
That seems to fit the description of Durnan. Durnan?
We're getting a gem from an inn.
You're still drunk?
I'm coming out of it, but we're getting a gem from an inn.
No.
Right.
No, we're getting the gem from...
I'm thirsty.
All right.
I'll be honest, I was not listening to that other guy. I got some issues I'm dealing with.
Fancy boy, got it. So where's Durnan in the room now with us?
You see him behind the bar, just tending, serving drinks.
Seems like this is a fine job for you, Frank. Guess this one's behind the bar. Is it just a typical? Not typical.
You see, yeah, he's a human. You see various sorts, elves, dwarfs, orc. You see all different types of people and races in this bar. But they all look as though you're probably not going to want to pick a fight with them.
Well, I've certainly brought the wrong crew into here.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that Frank was going to helicopter speed and just everyone in the room. Should we just ask him? Just go up and ask him.
Maybe we explain why we're here and who sent us.
That takes so long.
That would take a while.
Okay, we'll do it your way.
Frank just strolls up to
Lead
the
the way,
bar.
Frank.
Nice hair on your face, mate.
Thanks.
Are you Dernan?
That's my name. What
All
can I
right.
do you for?
Gems.
What about them? They're great.
I need one.
Fantastic. So do I.
Well, Zorko, I need a really fancy gem.
Yeah, I love 2 of them.
God, brother, can you?
Show him the hat. Hey, brother, show him the hat.
We're looking specifically for a gem for this. We're sent here from the what do we call? Where do we just come from?
The vintners?
The
The
vintners.
vintners. Sorry.
Yeah? And what do you want me to do about it?
They said that you we were sent here because we understand you have a very specific gem that would serve the needs of restoring this crown for a nobler purpose.
I don't have any gems. I'd like to get some gems. Do you
All
have
right, we're
gems?
gonna have to kill this guy. We're gonna have to kill him. All right. Just puts his hand on his mate. We're looking for a gem. We got told to come to you. You either have a gem or you know where to find one.
Well, I mean, you can find gems anywhere in the city. They're not tough to find.
Cornelius, we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Did anyone grab that coin that was thrown on the table? It seemed very important now in hindsight, and it probably would have been useful at this moment.
Frank
right now.
remembers that in his drunkenness, he did grab it. It's like, hey, look, maybe this
Blitz
is-
pulls out the poker chip that he stole from that house. This thing?
Ah, what are you doing? What were you doing in the Torm Villa?
Boy.
I gotta go. Puts it in his pocket and walks away.
So, Laserbeam, you have the little coin that the vintner threw on the
Yeah,
table?
in my drunkenness, I almost forgot that I did it,
Mm-hmm.
guys. Like, I completely grabbed it. So this coin, does this mean anything?
Whew, yes. Thank God.
That means a lot. I haven't seen one of those in years.
What does it mean to you, my friend?
Oh, what does it mean to you is the real question.
It means to us something
this
that
guy.
because it means something to you.
Oh, God, we're in a loop, aren't we?
Yes. Only you can end it, my
We
friend.
can do this the easy way or the hard.
Leave you me. These fine gnomes will attest to. I can do this all day.
So did that vintner tell you anything about what that coin does?
He does. Yes, he said it's very important to you.
He told us everything. But
Yes.
what did he tell you it does?
Oh, I know what it does, but you
Oh,
won't
but
be
no,
staying.
I know what it does. Maybe you don't know what it does, but I know what it does. What does it do?
Is he
It's
always
been a
like
long
this?
time
It's been a long time. What?
since you last thought you knew what this coin does. So let's compare notes to see if it still does the same thing, right, Frank?
Information and build like a good portfolio of information.
Give me the coin.
Ah, ba, 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 ba.
Give me the coin.
Give me a gem.
Give me a coin. I don't have a gem.
Give him the coin.
Ah,
And then he hands you a gem. It looks like a sapphire.
That's it.
told you that he was a lie. He had a gem the whole time.
What is tell us about this sapphire? What is the relevance? What does it have to do with this coin?
Blitz, roll me a perception check.
Rolling a perception check. That is a +4. That's a 17.
Yes.
You know, Blitz, as the sapphire came across the table, you could easily discern that it was fake. And he says, "This coin, watch this." And you see him toss the coin into the center of the room, almost like he's skipping a rock across water. And you see it bounce once onto the stone wall of the well that is in the middle of this room. And then you see it fall into the well. And then, almost like a rush from below, you see a tornado of snow come flying up out of the well and then settle, and it just keeps swirling along flat along the edge of the well itself. So it looks like a whirlpool in this 40-foot diameter well inside of this bar, a whirlpool of snow. And he says, "Looks like you're going to have a little bit of fun. I don't know what the vintner sent you after, but this is going to lead you to a forge of an old acquaintance called Durgadin. Have you heard of this before?"
I do not believe in our travels we have heard of this forge, Durgadin.
Well, Durgadin, he was a master bladesmith, and over about a century ago, I had met him. And basically, he led his clan into the mountains north of a town called Blessingdale and established a small secret stronghold inside of the wilderness. But from his hidden redoubt, he waged a decade-long vendetta against orcs that attacked his original stronghold. So let's just say the orcs kind of retaliated and killed Durgadin and all of his followers. But it is said that somewhere deep in this forge lays some considerable wealth. You've got 4 days to get whatever it is you are seeking out of there.
Well, what happens?
You're going to not be able to come back here easily.
When you say here, do you mean this particular establishment?
Oh, yes.
Or do you mean broadly here?
Let's just say his forge is a little far away from here.
God, there's always another step, whatever. I say we just jump in and go for it, guys.
God, he is grumpy, isn't he?
He's
I've been through a lot.
I even gave him a sapphire, and you think it would shut him up?
Hey, Frank.
Yeah, what?
Can I see that sapphire real quick?
No, you'll take it. My stuff.
Frank.
All right. Just hold it up. Hold it up there. Let me just see it.
All right, there you go.
That is a nice sapphire. All right.
Yes, it is a very nice sapphire. Thank you. Puts his pocket.
And then he walks away.
And you can't have it because you're poor.
All right. Maybe some days I'll trade you something for it.
I'll give you the sapphire for the sword.
That's not yet. I'm hanging on to this sword. It's
tried.
It's nice.
I tried.
It likes me.
Okay, so
The choice is yours, but have fun. This is not going to be easy. It's not going to be pleasant.
it never is with these two.
Especially
It
for
never
this
is.
short drunk one.
They're both. Which one? Which one are you referencing? Brother Cornelius
Yeah, I'm good.
dives in.
I mean, I'm up for it. Let's whatever.
Not pleasant is my middle name.
What's another few dead things? You know, what's
Away we go.
Any-
what down it or whatever?
Huh?
This is work.
Do we just jump into it? Whatever it is.
Oh yeah, have fun.
Yeah. I was just leap in. Just, no question, no more talking. Just Frank just jumps in.
What about Bob?
Oh yeah, Bob's there. Bob goes everywhere. Unless otherwise stated, Bob goes everywhere. Bob's down. Bob's full down. He's full down for it. There you go.
Okay, so you all jump through the portal, and all you can feel is the stinging bite of bitter cold. And as you come to, you see that you are now on a path that is going upwards, and it passes through these brooding pine forest and deep vales where you catch sight of a tall, steep hill that rises to a prominent bare knob of rock. Basically, it looks like a stone tooth. And you see a thin spire of smoke that rises from an unseen point high on the hill's slopes. And you can make out a steep, narrow road that runs back and forth along the mountainside up to this stone tooth. And Brother Cornelius, you can see footprints in the snow below you that look like they've trod up the pathway.
Can I identify what the what the footprints look like? Are they boots? Are they
Roll me a survival check.
survival? Oh my gosh.
We're dead, aren't we? It's where it ends.
16.
You think that they are orc footprints.
Yeah. Well, the last orc we found seemed awfully polite. What could go wrong?
Yeah, and you would think it correlates with the story that Durnan told you about Durgadin and his clan being slaughtered by orcs in this second forge that he had founded.
Well, brothers, I think we should probably be wary. Brother Cornelius.
When are we not wary?
You're what?
I am very cold right now.
Yeah, really should have brought a jacket.
Well, we I guess we follow the path
on.
of footprints.
And as you start to follow the path, you just hear, it almost sounds like a whisper on the wind that says 4 days.
It doesn't whisper Mary. Okay, like Blitz kind of slowly, like he slows himself down until he's behind everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's gonna take the sword out.
Mm-hmm.
Take out Black Mage. No, what's it called?
Magebane.
Magebane.
You forgot my name already? Wow, real nice.
But like behind everyone, so it sounds like he's talking to the group and not the sword. And he's like, "So, what do you know about this this thing, this Durgadin?
This is
This guy."
and does you guys can make me a perception check. How far back are you, Blitz?
I mean, I'm not so far that they can't, see
Over
me.
here, yeah, but can they hear you?
But like, it's far enough back that he's trying to be like, if they do overhear him, it sounds like he's talking to them.
Okay.
Okay. So I just rolled a d20, right?
Yep.
For
And add your
12.
wisdom.
Oh, wisdom.
Mhm.
Yeah. What's that going to be? Nothing. So just 12. Just
Okay.
12.
I have a 13 plus. No wait. 13 plus 3.
Okay. So, Blitz, you hear from your blade. Says, well, Durgadin probably made some of the finest swords you would have ever seen this side of the spine of the world. We are as north as I've ever been, past Icewind Dale, past Mirabar. I'm so glad we just became friends and you dragged me up to this place.
He's like, "You're welcome."
But I will say that this is not going to be pretty. This is the second stronghold that Durgadin made that the orcs raided and killed his people. Now, to come to think about it, I guess he wasn't. He could make the blades, they couldn't use them.
What was he, a friendly guy, Durgadin?
So far as I know. You know, dwarfs, likes ale, likes to beat on rock. The usual.
How old is you?
Me?
Yeah.
Do you think it's polite to ask my age?
I mean, you look young for however old you is.
God, it's not like I'm rusted. I mean, look, my blade is still strong as steel. And Stone, you start to hear Blitz whispering, but you can't make out what he's saying. Or Brother Cornelius.
Brother Blitz, I can't hear you over the wind here. Were you saying something? Were you muttering?
Nah, sorry, I was just talking to myself because it's so damn cold out here in this wind. How long do you think it's going to take us to get up to this guy's place?
Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to Cornelius at this point.
Brother Cornelius, you think it's going to take about a quarter of a day to travel up to scale the pathway that goes back and forth up the side of the mountain?
Quarter of a day. Brother Blitz, with your legs, probably 3 days.
All right, well, maybe we should set up camp then. Get some warmth in here.
Are you sure you're okay over there? You
I do
seem
not
awfully distracted.
I do not like the cold. I have not good blood flow.
Fair enough. I think we could let's make the track. I think we're doing fine.
All right.
Toughen up. He says as he's shivering. Like,
He sort of like adjusts his.
So, noob question. Is there a point where the environment starts to impact our health?
Because I literally don't have any clothes on.
Yeah, you'll be getting disadvantage out here in the freezing cold.
Okay, and does us stopping and making a camp and building a fire, does that impact at all, or doesn't really impact?
It'll provide you some warmth, so yes, it'll relieve that disadvantage for maybe half the day.
Well,
as you start to travel.
I'm not fully maxed out of health, so
You know what?
I'm not full health right now, so I could use a rest if we get a chance.
Yeah, bet you could.
Let's set up camp then. I'm all for that.
Yeah, whatever.
Can we find a spot that maybe is a good defensible area?
You can, off the path, you see pine trees and rock formations, almost like cairns that litter the sides of the paths. So you could find maybe 30 feet, 40 feet off the path, a place to set up camp.
What time of day did we go in?
It's roughly late morning.
Oh, okay. So have we slept at all? What was the last time we camped out? So do we leave from the Vintners to the place, the hotel?
It warped you there to a different time of day.
Okay. We only have 4 days too.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time. That's the only.
Do I have any potions? How are you guys doing on health? Are you guys all full or?
Nope, I'm still down.
I just realized this might not be actually correct.
And it's going to take you a quarter of a day to get up the path.
Because I was on my other PC last time we played, so. Well, according to this, I'm full up, so I'm going on that one.
I'm still. Yeah.
Well,
rough alley visit that we went on.
I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, we could rest because I'm sure I don't actually have full health. this way it'll be factually accurate.
Okay.
I could use a little nap. A little
All
break.
right, well, if we can do it for Blitz then. All right, whatever. I don't need to stop though, but yeah.
All right. Well, we'll set up camp, and Brother Cornelius will take the first watch.
Okay. So, Brother Cornelius, you take the first watch, and nothing happens. The cold still blisters on your face, but you see nothing as the snow just keeps falling down along the pathway. Who's next?
I think I'll take the next shift.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever taken a watch in any camp.
That's all right.
Blitz, as you sit there and Magebane is singing to you, you start to hear the treading of footsteps coming up the path.
How close they sound?
They sound like they're about 100, maybe 50 feet away.
Does it sound like it's going to intersect with where we're at, or is like it's?
No, you're off the path on the east side of the path, about 50 feet back into the woods, or into these pine trees and rock formations.
All right,
So you'll be able to kind of look at the path and see out into it.
All right, I'm going to find somewhere where I can hide myself and take a look at what's walking by.
Okay. So you find a large rock that's double your size that you can kind of put your back up against. And it's roughly 15 to 20 feet away from the path itself. And you start to hear the footsteps getting closer and closer, and a little bit of arguing in a tongue that you don't really you can't make out. And you start to see that it's not just one or two humanoids, but it looks like 4 orcs are coming up the trail.
Again, is it something where it looks like they might cross where we're at, or is it like they're just going to keep moving on?
From your position, you think they would just keep moving up the path.
Okay. I'm gonna keep tucked in and hope and see if I can overhear anything and let them go past.
You speak Orcish?
I don't know if I do. Who knew? She's Druish. Features, sneak attack.
Spaceballs reference?
Feats, no feats. Personal characteristic, bonds, no. Oh god, that has moved everything around on here. Proficiencies in languages. I do speak Orc.
Okay.
Common, Elvish, Gnomish, and Orc.
So as you hear, as they start to pass, you see them walking up the path, and they're right across from you, about 20 feet, and you can just hear one more patrol. God, there's nothing left to eat but rotten meat and old bone. I swear to God, if I have to, when I get back inside, I'm not gonna be even, remotely happy. Someone's getting torn in two.
All right, so he discerns that this is just a patrol going around. Mm-hmm. Okay.
And you see them walk past the camp.
Okay, so they're
Or
gone.
walk past. Yeah, they're now. You see them walking up the trail that will veer back and forth up the side of the mountain.
Okay. All right. Well, I think I'm gonna go back and, take my post near the campsite.
Okay. And the rest of your watch ends, and you see nothing.
All right. Is that enough, or do we need more?
That's going to be Lannon will take his watch, and nothing will happen. So.
All right. And then I'm gonna in the morning, or I'm gonna relay the information to Lannon to Frank about.
Yeah, Frank's.
The watch. Let him know that they passed pretty much without incident, but it's definitely some kind of rotation.
Frank kind of secretly hoped that the orcs stumbled across the party during the night so he could fight, but didn't happen.
Thank God.
Man, would have been fun. So we're all healed up and everything.
Mhm.
Yay, full health.
All right, let's go on and get the gem and save the world.
So now it's late afternoon after your long rest. You're coming up. It's almost 7 p.m. or I should say 6 or 7 p.m. at this point, and the cold is getting much colder. You can feel the hairs on your arms almost starting to crystallize.
Oh, I don't like this. It's getting worse. How far away are we though? Still at this point?
Are you on your way up this mountain trail?
Oh yeah, I was
I
assuming.
think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so by nightfall, you make it up to the top of the trail, and you are on the last rung, the last side before the trail turns around and veers up onto a giant platform. You see the path climb up. It's one last steep and a switchback towards a bare shoulder of rock. The hillside rises steeply on your right and drops away precipitously on your left. Debris and rubbish lie scattered over the last 100 yards or so. You see bits of charred bone and casks and kegs that have been dropped over the side of the path. And up ahead, the path opens up wide into a large ledge and then doubles back sharply on the mountainside. And you can see, as the path doubles back, you can see two sets of legs dangling over the path side. And two orcs kind of almost looking bored, gazing into the night sky.
You ever wonder why we're here?
Yeah.
Damn.
They don't seem really to be paying attention. They're just kind of goofing off as their feet are hanging off of the path above you.
Is there any way we can sneak around behind them?
You might be able to. You can't yet see. You're down below them, so you can. If you look up, they're about 40 feet in the distance, and you see them above. You can see their feet, their body, but you can't see how far back it goes behind them.
Or what's behind them?
Yeah, or what's behind them.
All right. How vicious are orcs? I don't know if I've ever fought an orc.
Roll me a survival check.
Oh, God. All right, what is my survival? Nothing. Oh, that's a 3.
Oh,
Whew.
you've doomed us all.
No, I'm asking. I'm not attacking.
Questions.
You
Curiosity killed a gnome.
You've never fought an orc, but you don't think it. From what you've heard, you don't think it'd be a problem.
That could be me
All right.
not understanding.
Hey, what'd I tell you? It's not going to be a problem.
Hey,
Yeah, you.
guys.
I'm talking to you. Listen to me. You're gonna be fine. It's just an orc or two. God, why? Oh, somebody else could have gotten me out of that freaking alley, but no, I got the guy that doesn't even know what an orc is.
And then
Brother
kind of like,
Blitz, are you okay? You seem like you're wandering off again.
have you ever fought an orc before? He like says out loud, but is really intending it for the sword.
I have. Apparently, you haven't. Some fighter.
Yeah, all the time, man.
We just chatted with one. Seemed like an awfully nice person.
They chatted with orcs. What are they? What is going on? Oh,
We did,
back
right?
in my day, holy Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, they let
I've never
anybody.
king was an orc.
They let anybody quest these days.
Was a massive orc racist. I love it.
Yeah, it's not judge a orc by their fang tooth, I guess.
Hey, Frank. Frank,
Yeah.
that orc over there, says he has a
I
really
get it.
badass sword.
I get it. Well, you afraid of? Are you afraid? You want me to do all the heavy lifting? All right. So do we want to have a plan, or should we just run up and kill them?
You're actually Brother Frank is actually asking for a plan.
I think maybe this cold's doing stuff to my head.
Something happened in that alley with both of you gnomes.
Oh, I just want to
Same
know.
years
What's going on
ago.
here?
So Blitz just kind of asks out loud, like, so what's the best way to approach this? Like talking to Magebane, but it's out loud.
I don't know. I see feet. I'm just throwing it out there. You got some rope?
Hey, guys, do we have any?
What do
rope?
I have to
think an
spell
idea.
this out for you?
I thought you had rope, if I recall.
No.
Hey guys, I might have some rope.
How high up are they?
What are you gonna do with rope?
They're about
on here?
30 feet up, or 20 feet. Excuse me, 20 feet up.
So that's like-
you ever been to a rodeo?
A rodeo?
Yeah, it's this thing with gnomes where they ride around like sheeps and stuff.
They didn't have this in Lady Timora's house, but
If I've yeah right. What? No.
So he throws you like sheaths Magebane and starts digging out the rope, and he starts fashioning like a lasso.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Frank, Cornelius, you guys ready?
wait, what are we getting ready for? What is?
When you hear the noise, unleash hell.
All right. I can do that.
Okay.
And then
Weapon here.
As Brother Cornelius hears this, he steps 5 paces back and prepares
So,
a healing spell.
Blitz advances forward
Okay.
and gets the lasso ready. He's gonna try to hook try to catch one of the orcs, and then yank and drag him back to everybody.
Okay. So you're getting close up, and roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. All right. Here we go. Oh, nat 20.
Okay. So Frank and Brother Cornelius, where are you two?
Well, I was standing right next. to
Look at that beautiful die.
Oh, nice.
Look at that beautiful die.
Nice.
Beautiful.
I need a rolling thingy. Anyways,
You box.
where are you? Where are you, Frank?
I was standing just right next to Blitz, was I not?
Blitz walked up a little bit to get underneath these 4 dangling legs.
Well, I'd be slightly behind him, but giving him his space, but slightly
Okay.
behind him.
And Brother Cornelius, where are you?
Much farther behind him. Much farther. Not,
Okay.
much farther, but close enough to cast a spell if needed.
So Blitz, you sneak up and you see all 4 of these legs just kind of knocking back and forth, like they're kicking off of the side of the mountain. And you take your lasso and huck it up the side, and you see it grab 2 of the feet, but they're the 2 middle feet as you pull back. And you see both of these orcs come sliding down the mountainside. Yeah, right? Oh, down the mountain path, and you whip them back. And Frank, one lands at your feet, and Brother Cornelius, the other one lands at your feet.
Frank pulls out his diaphragm. Honestly, this feels unfair. I mean, I love it. He goes on a full monologue while he's standing over this orc. I'm sorry, buddy. Like, I'm sorry, buddy. Just dire-flail back right through the skull. Right through the skull.
All right, you automatically hit because he's right at your feet and bound by a lasso.
There's not much he can do.
Do some damage. What's your damage?
It's the D8, 2d8 plus 3. So,
Yep.
Ooh.
so do I only plus it to one of the first one, right?
Yep.
Or is it?
Just the first
So
one.
it'd be 8 and 4.
So
Okay. So you stab. You take your dire flail and stab his shoulder blade through, and you can feel the tip of your flail digging into the snow underneath as you pull it out and stab his other shoulder. And you just see blood start to gush as the red in his eyes stare directly back at you. Brother Cornelius.
Can I just say that was way more effed up than I was intending to do. I was intending one clean shot to the head because I felt bad, but apparently, all right, no, I'll roll with it.
Brother Cornelius, you have one next to you as well.
Brother Cornelius kneels down to the orc and whispers, "I'm going to do what I can to protect you from what just happened to your friend over there, from my crazy gnome brother. But I'm going to need your help with this. I'm going to need you to tell us everything that's ahead of us down this path."
Clever.
And he spits in your face.
Frank?
Well, I mean, if I'm allowed another turn.
Nope.
No? Oh, okay.
Do
So,
I get an
bro-
action? Or-
Well, Brother Cornelius still has an action if he wants to do something. Blitz, your action was the rope.
with the lasso?
Brother Cornelius is a little bit less violent. So he stands up, shrugs his shoulders, and walks away while pointing at Blitz and Frank. All
Okay.
yours, guys.
Frank uses action surge to go again.
All right, I'll let you do
Before
it.
he gets up, can I go through his pockets?
If you want to make a strength check.
Oh yeah, a strength.
Well, yeah, wait till he's dead and then go through his pockets.
First,
Jeez.
Frank, if you want to use that action surge, go ahead and do it. We'll use that. We'll say it's still your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I might as well. This is my thing. It's been a while since we've been able to kill stuff. Frank's like, oh, you want my help? All right. You want? Rubs his hands. Looks over him. I'm sorry, buddy. And this time I'm going for the head. I want to be very clear. So it's automatic hit, so I should just do damage. But I pull back. He waits. He holds it. So the orc can just see it. He can see it coming. Ugh. Whacks him in the head.
And the head just cuts in twain.
Oh, this is where we miss Fancy Boy.
Oh, it's good to be back, boys.
And Brother Cornelius, after you give your speech to the orc at your feet, you look over and see that Frank has severed a head into two pieces. And you've gotten up and walked away.
It never pays to be of two minds, as Lady Timora says.
And this one, the orc, as you walk away, the orc stands up and runs towards Blitz. And 14 hit
Sorry,
you, Blitz?
Didn't I say I was killing that one though?
Which one? I thought you were
that's the
killing the
one
one on your feet.
Nah, sorry, because
Oh,
go to kill that one for
Oh.
me. Sorry, that's the one I meant I was attacking.
never mind. Okay, so roll me some damage then.
Okay,
There is no split head on the ground.
so it's 7 and 7, so it's 14.
Time gem.
So you
Sorry.
you
Miscommunication.
slice through this orc's face, and you see his nose come flying off as he now stands up and swings back at you, Frank. Does 19 hit?
Slightly, yeah, it hits.
Yeah. As he smashes into you with his great axe for 6 points of damage across your torso.
Oof.
Blitz.
That's all you got. You're a giant orc, and that's all you.
But
Just
then,
laughed.
and as you're laughing at him, the other orc that you originally stabbed gets up and runs towards you, and stabs you in the back with his great axe for another 7 points of damage.
I was sure he was dead. So that's but that's cool. That works. Oh, I thought you were dead. God, this is what I get for trying to help out.
Blitz, you see Frank getting axed in the back and the front,
He's getting spit roasted.
essentially.
He's gonna pull out Mage Bane.
Ah,
should I hit him?
finally! What?
Where should I hit him?
I mean-
where should I hit him?
Where do you want to hit him? I mean, this is your call. I'm just here to serve.
I want to do the most damage.
Well, where do you hit him and do the most damage? And look, you got one guy with his freaking head almost cut in two. You got another guy that has his shoulders has two giant freaking holes in it. Do what you want. I mean,
Sounds good. And then Blitz.
what?
Is
You
gonna
ever play
charge.
Fallout?
Blitz is gonna charge and go for the one closest to him, whichever that is.
It'll be the one on the back of Frank.
All right, so he's just gonna come just top down.
Ah, yes, this is it, boys. Roll the hit.
Okay, yeah. What? So what do I had? Strength.
Whatever you strength. Short sword. You can use Dex if you want.
Strength or Dex.
I
Okay, so
believe.
through a 6.
Is this the end of Frank?
And as you swing down, he says, "I would have expected a little better, buddy." And you miss the orc that is behind Frank.
First time using the sword, you miss.
Frank, you have two orcs slashing their great swords in your torso and in your the back of your shoulders.
Oh God, this is way harder than this was supposed to be. Ugh. So I guess, well, your boy's just gonna have to go for it. This is why I've got two ends on the dire flail. Does the helicopter spin attack? Tries to hit both at the same time, one end each.
Mm-hmm. Roll the hit.
Yeah, sorry.
And Jack, short sword's a finesse weapon, so you can use your Dex.
Okay.
Nat 20.
What? All right.
Nice.
So roll your So you're gonna roll your damage dice twice,
Yeah. So
and then
it's-
add 3.
7-5 is the 2 damage.
That's your proficiency is just 3.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, you don't put proficiency. Excuse me. Yeah, 7-5. So what's the total?
12 then.
Okay, and roll the next hit.
2. Literally 2.
So you twirl your blade and you cut off the head of the orc in front of you as you swing around to hit the orc behind you, but you just graze the top and shave off a little bit of green skin off the top of his head.
Oh, that was almost so awesome.
Brother Cornelius, you see Frank doing this helicopter move. One orc has now dropped without the top of his head. The head dropped afterwards. And you see one more orc alive that is still trying to swing at Frank.
Ooh, healing spell or sacred flame?
Set him on fire, buddy.
I will cast sacred flame then.
Okay.
Please don't hit me. I'm asking you kindly.
Is that do I roll on that one?
Sacred flame. I believe it's a saving. Give me a dex save. What's your DC?
DC is.
So it's
Sorry, I've started using D&D Beyond, so I'm
So
still
it's
trying.
it's going to be 8 plus your level plus your spellcasting modifier.
8 plus 11, and then plus.
No, your modifier.
Oh, my modifier is that the
Small.
wisdom.
With the number
Yeah.
underneath.
Yep.
Oh, the number underneath wisdom is well, it says plus 3 for wisdom.
There you go.
Okay.
That's the modifier.
Yeah, that's your modifier.
So 8 plus 3 plus whatever level you are.
3, right?
Yep. So
What's the
8 plus 6.
Okay.
Okay, so he misses his save, so I take 1d8 worth of radiant damage.
Five.
And you see, Frank, you see beam of light come across your shoulder blade as this orc just disintegrates in front of your eyes.
Ha ha! I love the smell of orc in the morning. Finally, you didn't hit me. I'm so proud
I
of you.
know what's happening.
Now, I could,
Lady Luck is with us today. Or
I
not.
could take one of those healing
Depends on
spells,
your
though.
view.
At some point, I could take a healing spell just next time you get a chance.
Yes, whenever the next are we still what happens? Like they're both dead, so can I just cast a healing spell now?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's good to be fighting again, though. None of that, like, running around talking to people and garbage, no.
Okay, healing spell. I think that's a D8 as well.
Yep. It's a D8 plus your modifier.
Honestly, just keep them coming until I'm
Ooh.
full health, like, non-stop. Healing
Natural
spells.
8, so you get 11 back.
Ooh, thank you. That's basically full health, so I'm sweet. Is that the cat?
What's that? It sounds like little children
Could be.
in vector form.
Who's got kids, like, captured somewhere?
Yeah. Haunted spirits of kids, to be specific. All right. So, can we go through their belongings
Pockets.
and tithe to Lady Timora?
You would. You don't find anything other than their great axes that they had on them.
Okay. Can I just take an axe? I'm sorry.
D&D, you can do whatever you want.
Guess we don't have to axe anymore.
Anything.
Oh,
Oh, that was terrible.
God, you let him tell jokes like that?
I take an axe.
I'm
And
just
away we
saying.
go.
This is what we're working with here? You
So-
can't hit anything. He can't
No
tell
more
us.
puns. No more puns. All right, how much further we got to go up this path, you think?
We could ask those guys, but yeah, they're dead.
Well, I don't think we made much
Yeah.
progress when we first started, so we probably still have a quarter's day. I think that's what you said. Quarter's day?
You made it pretty much all the way up to the top by nightfall.
Yeah.
This was the last curve. The curve that is in front of you is pretty much the last curve up to the top.
Okay, so can we get to where the orcs were sitting and see what's around us?
Yeah, absolutely. So as you start to walk up the mountainside, you come to a giant landing, and in front of you, you see these shallow steps that lead up through a steep fissure to the south and turn east side into the mountain. And you can see that the mountain itself has little slits in it. And there, as you walk down these stairwells, you see a broad entranceway that has been carved out of stone, and the marble steps, cracked with age and veined with green moss, lead up to the strong double door, 8 feet wide and almost 10 foot tall. And you, again, on your left and right, you see more of these slits in the walls. But before you, the giant double door is opened wide.
Sorry, it's open wide.
It'd definitely be dumb to walk right in, right?
Oh God.
No, I think that'd be the smart thing to do.
Anyone else got a better idea, or do we just walk it?
Lead the way, sir.
All right, then. Frank just waltzes right on through the front door.
All right. So the great door opens into a large hall. A narrow ledge looks over a deep, dark crevasse that cuts through the room. It basically cuts the room in two. And you see a rope bridge that extends from one side to the other. It's frayed and thin, but it spans the gap. You hear water gurgling from far below, and 2 copper braziers burn brightly on either side of the door across the bridge. illuminating the western half of the room. Another ledge is barely visible on the other side, though.
So who wants to walk across it? That little
And
bridge.
on your side, you see you're in a 25 by 10 foot wide room before this deep chasm and the bridge, the rope bridge that leads across.
So we're crossing that. Who wants to go first?
Let's send the pig.
Does he still have the does he still have the wine on him?
Actually, the pig jumped in, right?
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
I'm assuming we left poor Deal behind though.
Yeah, poor Deal. Poor Deal's back in Waterdeep.
Oh, can he feed himself? I hope he's all right. Anyway, that's not important.
He likes fish.
Either we investigate or we just run right across. I usually leave the investigating up to you.
Blitz, you're the eye for this.
All right. All right. Give me a second. Blitz is going to take a look around before they cross the bridge.
Okay. Roll me a perception check.
You roll me a perception check.
You roll me a perception check.
Ooh, that is an 18 plus 4, so that's a 22. I see all.
Blitz, as you kind of make your way around the room, you feel two separate almost slits in the left and right walls, as if you feel as though these would be secret passageways if you could find the trigger for them.
Hey, you guys, I think there's some secrets in this room. I think there's these walls. They ain't actual walls. I think they're doors, but we gotta find a button somewhere.
You're almost feeling a faint breeze coming through the wall as you're near it.
You feel that wind? That's there's something behind this thing. Help me stop playing with books and whatever else. Just push everything. Frank, just hit everything until we pull this.
Starts tapping the ground.
So
What's a secret button look like?
you see Frank smacking the ground as like a Hoover vacuum as he walks around.
All right, I'm gonna start looking at the walls, see if I spot anything.
Blitz, on the northern wall, you see a foot by foot square piece of marble that doesn't look like it lines up with the rest of the marble stone.
All right, I'm gonna push on it.
And as you push on it, you just hear almost like a sound of a decompression, and the wall in front of you seems to be looser.
All right, I'm gonna push on the wall to see if maybe it's loose enough to move now.
Yep, and it slides inwards. It opens up inwards, and you see a hallway that goes about 15 feet and then takes a turn to the left.
Hey, you guys, I check it out. I figured it out. I got this door open.
Are you sure it wasn't me hitting a secret button on the ground?
And sure, yeah, why not? Yeah, it was you. You did it. Good job, team.
Good job, Frank.
Yes.
Well, hey, but since you pressed the magic button, why don't you take us inside and see what's in this place?
Oh, yeah, I like leading the way. Feels good to be in charge. He walks right on through.
Okay.
Doesn't care.
All right, so you, Frank, you just march through the hallway, and as you do so, you
Take 30 points of damage.
You are dead.
you turn, or you walk down the hallway, and you turn left, and as you do so, a javelin comes flying at you and hits you in the stomach for 4 points of damage.
Oh.
And Blitz and Blitz and Brother Cornelius, you see Frank pushed back against the hall wall, and there is now a javelin that has struck him in the torso.
Ooh. Is it
Hey,
sticking
Frank,
out of him?
watch out
Yeah.
for javelins. I should have told you that. Watch out for them javelins.
Yeah, I get your point.
He did it again. Jesus.
Can I kick him? How do
I'll stab him
I?
if he keeps doing it.
Brother Blitz, you look distracted again. What's going on?
Puns piss me off.
And
This is like your present.
Frank, you can see 2 orcs now are in the room in front of you. They're about 20 feet away down the hallway in a giant square room.
Guys, I found more orcs.
And you can roll initiative.
That's
All of
just
us?
deep.
I'm assuming the orcs saw us then.
The orcs haven't seen you or Brother Cornelius. They've only seen Frank as he turned around the corner.
The spear was thrown. It wasn't like a trap. Okay.
Yep.
Is initiative just the base roll, or is there like?
Yeah, you're going to take a d20 and add your dexterity modifier to it.
Okay, so I got 10.
Okay. Brother Cornelius?
13 for me.
12.
All right, then. I guess it makes sense. I do have a javelin in my stomach. I should be slowed down a bit.
All right, Brother Cornelius, you see you see a javelin sticking out of Frank as you saw it fly out and jet into his torso.
Did I take initiative over him? Threw like a 13, I thought.
Oh,
what
yeah, you have. Yeah, it's
What do you have, Brother Cornelius? 12?
I did 12.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Blitz. You see that? You saw that. Excuse me.
All right. All right, he's gonna. Okay, so Blitz pulls out Mage Man, goes, all right, don't screw it up this time, and then kind of to himself, kind of to the sword, and he's just gonna rush right at him.
I'm not the one screwing this up.
And he's just running, because he's not usually the run and charge kind of person.
Oh God, this is what I'm. Okay, fine. Here we go. All right. So you run around the corner.
Yeah, like I see this. I see the javelin go sailing, pin him, and then I just run in.
All right. Roll the hit. You see 2 orcs that are in the center of this room. It looks like a giant square room about 15 feet from where Frank is.
When in doubt, go left.
No. Book of Timora. Always go
That
right.
is a
Was it right or
13.
left? I can't remember.
It's right.
13 hits.
Right.
Hey, so what is Mage Bane's damage?
1d8 plus your modifier
1d8.
and proficiency bonus. Or no, not proficiency. 1d8 plus your modifier.
With I think it's +2. All right. That is a 4 total.
Well, it's better than the last swing you had, buddy. Ah! And Blitz, they both strike back at you.
Fantastic.
That was really dumb.
And I'm guessing an 11 doesn't hit, though, right?
11 is not.
So one axe swings down and just swipes down your left arm and just grazes your armor, but misses as the other axe swings directly into your shoulder blade for 15 points of damage.
Oh,
As you see blood just drip down as your shoulder is cut into 2.
Ow.
Brother Cornelius, you can hear the screams of, or the yelling of Blitz coming from around the corner of this room.
Oh. One quick question about Beyond D&D. Is there a way to track your spells?
I'm sure there is. I just don't know how to do it. I don't use it. So.
Yes. Actually, kind of almost trying. I think it's just combat, maybe.
Yeah, I'm looking there. I'm not. Oh wait, let me hit spells.
You've got actions and equipment above that too.
Yeah, there's going to be a place to track it, but
Yeah.
We'll figure it out after.
Yeah, I'll figure it out after. I always get stuck in these. Brother Cornelius is always stuck in these points where he should either attack or heal his mortally wounded friends. I will probably play it safe and go for another Cure Wounds spell.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you run into the room too?
Yeah, because it's a touch.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I selflessly throw myself into the fray, offering myself as a target.
It's all right. It's all good. You just gotta wait for Frank to have another turn, then they're all sorted.
In Frank, we trust. In the flail, dire flail, we trust.
Oh, you wait till we see what I got planned.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking for my 8-sided dice again. No, it's not right.
2 pyramids.
2 pyramids. Oh, it's a split in my hand. All right. Okay. So it's 1d8 plus 3. I think it's
Yep.
what.
Plus your modifier.
4 plus 3. 3's a mod. Three's a plus a level, right? Modifier plus a level.
Nope. Just your
a
modifier.
Okay, then it's 4 plus 3. That's 7.
So Blitz,
Seven heal.
you feel Brother Cornelius come up and put his hand on your shoulder as the wound starts to mend itself, as you get 7 points of healing back, of health back. Frank,
Your fancy sword do that.
is he saying something about me?
I'm in a lot of pain right now.
And Frank, you see a javelin in your stomach, and Blitz took an axe to the shoulder because of 2 of these orcs that are about 20 feet away from you right now.
How are they lined up?
They're side by side, in
Okay.
front of Blitz and Brother Cornelius, who is healing Blitz.
Which one's the biggest? I guess they're both the same level of threat.
Mm-hmm.
That's not how you throw a javelin. Rips it out, flips it around, throws it when it goes
Yes.
right.
All right.
Just throws it the right one. With all his might. So I just roll a hit.
Yep, you're gonna roll the hit and add your dexterity and proficiency modifier.
Woo. All right, so dexterity and proficiency.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you mean? So is that?
So your dex modifier,
So I rolled 16. So my dex modifier is 1, so that's 17.
and then your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that's 2, so 19.
Yep. So you hit. Roll me some damage, which is going to be 1d6 plus 3.
8.
So, which one are you aiming at? The one on the left or the one on the right?
One in doubt, go right.
All right.
I've converted.
So, Blitz, you see the one on the left that you struck. You see a javelin come over your right shoulder and stick into the chest of the orc on your right. And the javelin spear, the wood handle itself, is now resting on your shoulder, Blitz, as its point is stuck into the chest of this orc.
You hear
Nice.
Frank yell out, "Oh, what a shot!"
So Blitz, you have a javelin that is resting on your right shoulder and 2 orcs in front of you.
I think he's gonna be cool. And if he takes the javelin, can he shove it further in? Will I do more damage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's gonna do that.
Okay, roll me a strength check.
Strength.
Mhm.
Only +1. That's a 10 total.
Okay, now roll me 2d6.
2d6. You got it. Total of 4. With 3 and a 1.
So you grab onto the javelin and twist, but as you do so, you can feel it grind into his sternum, but you see the orc just grab it and push it back out against you.
Great.
Now, I want you to roll me another strength check.
Let's not use that one. That is a 7.
And the orc takes the spear out of his chest, turns it around, and slams it into your chest
Seems about right.
for
I just healed you.
for 7 points of damage as it's now impaled into you. And Brother Cornelius, as you see this orc take the spear out of his chest and shove it into Blitz, you see the other one take his great axe and come over Blitz's shoulder and strikes you. Does a 13 hit?
My AC is a 10. So yes. Right?
Yeah. You take 6 points of damage as his axe swings over Blitz's shoulder and into yours.
Oof. Oof. Is it my action?
Mm-hmm.
I swing the mace,
Okay.
and I will swing at the impaled one, the wounded one.
Okay.
He's no longer impaled. He's now murdering me.
Yeah. I meant the one impaling, the impaling. Ooh, I rolled a natural 2. Does that hit?
It might hit
Oh my
Blitz. So you swing around Blitz and it misses the orc and comes back and hits him Blitz in the stomach. Frank, you see Brother Cornelius, Blitz, and these two orcs in this weird pretzel formation as they're stabbing each other back and forth with the javelin.
Is there a way for me to like run in, try and like use because if they're still both kind of next to each other, the two orcs, use my fire flower to like crash them both to the ground and get their attention on me?
Totally.
Or can I try and do? That's exactly what Frank does. He heroically charges in.
All right, so make me an athletics check.
So that's just
D20 plus your strength.
Okay, I've got. Oh, okay. So 17 plus my strength, which is 20. I've also got a 5 in athletics. So, I don't know what
So
that
it
means.
would be 17 plus your 5. Did you roll
Okay,
a
so
17 on the die?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's 22.
Okay. Now, are you going to try and attack as well?
Well, if I can, but the main goal is to just like incapacitate.
Oh no, you can definitely attack.
Well, I also try and attack both at the same time.
Okay, so roll your roll the hit.
Well, the first one is a 2,
Okay,
so that's
that totally missed, but give it a go. Give it a second go.
okay, and then we got a 10. Oh no, do I have? That's just straight up base die, isn't it?
Yeah, so you roll your for hit you roll your d20 plus your strength modifier.
I always forget this. I've done it so many times. Frank doesn't hit people, but I forget.
And you're gonna add your proficiency bonus.
So well, the first one was 5, and then it's so it's and proficiency bonus. So
Yep.
then it's like so it'd be 7 because it was a 2 roll,
Mm-hmm.
and then 15.
And then 15. So you run up Blitz's back, jump off of his shoulders, take your dire flail, smash the two orcs backwards, and slice the one on the right for how much damage? It'll be your second, so you don't add the...
It'd just be 5 then.
And you cut through his torso, and you just see blood dripping down as he's clinging on to life.
It's time for Frank to be a hero, boys.
And Blitz, you see Frank in front of you look back and say that
Very heroically, majestically.
as you have a spear still stuck in your chest.
I don't think too much of that.
What are you gonna do, buddy?
Is it my turn?
Oh yeah.
Oh. First, I'm going to try to pull out the spear,
Oh, yeah, I see. Use the spear, not me. Whatever.
and then he's going to drop it on the ground, and then just whip at whatever the closest orc is with Mage Bane.
They're both equidistant. So there's one that looks like it's almost dead on the right, and there's one that's been hurt on the left.
I'll go for the almost dead one.
Okay.
All right. Come on, don't suck. Oh, there we go. That's a dirty 20.
Woo! Get some damage up in there.
1d8.
Was it a nat 20?
No, dirty 20.
Okay.
So 1d8 plus 2. That's 6 total.
Kill him?
It's just like at this point, like Blitz isn't really the kind of like rush in kind of fight guy, so he's like just does it like with no emotion, no excitement. He's just like hurt and just slaughters the guy. So I think he cleaves into like with Mage Bane somewhere about here and just kind of makes it a deep cut into his body.
Finally.
And then, like, as he drops, he pulls out Mage Bane from the chest wound.
Took you long enough. We're friends, right? We're friends.
You're welcome.
And Brother Cornelius, the next, Frank, the orc that is left alive swings for you and hits you for another 6 points of damage as his great axe chops you through the chest.
He'd be like pinned on the ground, right? So he couldn't do too much. Is he still pinned or is he up?
No, you were only able to push him backwards.
Okay,
Yeah.
yep.
Brother
That's
Cornelius, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna have another go with the melee. I'm gonna use the great axe can I use the great axe that I picked up before? Is that possible?
Sure.
That's what I'm doing.
He's gonna hit me.
What are the chances of me hitting? Ooh, yeah. 16.
Okay, you hit.
And then what do I roll for a great? What's the damage on a great
It's
axe?
going to be a 1d12 plus your strength.
Ooh, fancy. What is a 12? Oh, is that the octagon looking thing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only time you're ever going to use a d12 is for an axe.
Then this is okay. Good to know. And I have a +1 on strength. I think is what it is.
It's the loneliest dice in the whole set. Or loneliest die, excuse me.
Okay. It's a good Beatles song. 5 and a 6. I rolled just a 6.
Okay. So you take out the great axe that you had stolen and cleave through the shoulder blade of this orc. What?
Was donated to me. To be clear.
Yes, donated to Timora. Or from, yeah. Frank, you see Brother Cornelius showing you up with his donated great axe.
No? How do you? Yeah.
And there's this one orc left.
Is he like remotely injured at this point? Or is
Yeah,
still alive?
he's very bloody at this point.
I'm just going to assume he was the one that threw the javelin at me. There's no way for me to know. Mate, consider this one payback for that javelin. All right? That's going to leave a scar. Just very dramatically at this point. He feels like the orc is like, he can't really do much while he winds this up. Gets to die of flower very dramatically. Actually, no, I'm going to change that. Where's the javelin at this point? Sorry.
The javelin is on the ground in front of Blitz.
Can I dive, grab that,
Uh-huh.
and then run up and try and stab him through the skull with it?
Sure, first make me an acrobatics check.
That would be...
D20 plus your dex. If you have proficiency, your proficiency bonus.
Okay, so that'd be 10.
Okay. So you get to it, but you're going to have disadvantage on your attack roll.
So I grab it,
Mm-hmm.
immediately run at him, not throw it, just run at him, try and stab him in the head with it.
Okay. Now roll your D20 and take the lesser number.
roll and take the lesser number. So like do 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 6, but then do I still plus my strength and proficiency?
Yep, totally.
So that's 11.
So you run up and you shove the javelin, and it just misses his neckline as it goes past his head.
I tried to be cool.
Blitz, you are right behind Frank now as he is thrusting this javelin, missing the orc.
That was beautiful, warrior.
Stop using the javelin, everybody. Use your weapons.
So cool.
Oh, that's what you get. We call that hubris. Whose turn is it now?
It's Blitz.
It's back to me again already?
Yep.
Don't
wow.
let this guy kill me.
Grab the
I'm
javelin.
going to take the sword after killing that last one. I was just going to like just stab at it.
Roll some damage.
Damage or roll the
Or
hit?
roll the hit, excuse me.
Okay, I was going to say, I can go right to damage if you want. That is a 17.
Totally hits.
Thank Christ. And that hits for 4.
For 4?
Yes.
I'm gonna need to cure wounds.
Through 1d20
use your
and
sword?
crap all night.
How many cure wound spells do you think I have?
So, Blitz, you run right next to Frank, take out Mage Bane, and stab this orc right in the chest with Mage Bane, and you can almost feel a sense of happiness coming from the blade. As the... Does a 15 hit you?
It does.
As... hey, Frank, roll me a d20 and add your strength to it.
12.
As the orc rips the javelin out of Frank's hand and shoves it into your chest, Blitz, right into the same hole, and starts to wiggle it around for another 9 points of damage.
And I am down.
Brother Cornelius, you see Blitz just fall to the ground as a javelin is impaling him.
Is he dead?
He's on the verge of death.
Okay, well, again, dilemma. Heal,
This is why you leave the run into me.
heal, or wait. Actually, let me check how many spells I have for heal.
Well, he's already
I
the
used
orc's
to-
already used his action, so I'd focus on like, is there any way to like save Blitz? I don't know. Now it's your turn. You go.
Blitz is out.
Outside of a spell, right? This is okay. This is interesting because we talked about this death thing last time, and I will remind you guys. Last time we talked about a character death is when your stupid pig bit me.
That's right.
Your pig. I almost got killed by your pig.
And you served it too. You shouldn't wake your wiser self.
And you. Because wasn't it? I mean, I could cast a spell, but there was like something else that you guys said there wasn't there? Am I missing something?
So there are a couple things you can do. What's going to happen now is when it gets back to Jack's turn, he's going to make death saves. He has to roll above a 10 and get 3 rolls that are above a 10, and then he becomes stabilized. If he rolls below 10 3 times, he's dead. Now,
Okay.
you as a healer,
A 1.
yeah, it counts as 2. Or if it's a 20, it counts as 2 positives. Now, if he gets healed by a Cure Wounds, he's automatically stabilized. You could also try and use medicine on him, which is a wisdom check where you have to get above 10. And you can stabilize him.
So I use my last. But what if I need it for me?
You'll be fine. I've got this after this one. It's-
You got to figure I'm at least okay for 1 rotation. So you don't have to use heal wounds like when you're not in a battle, right? You can just pick somebody up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll just stabilize him.
Yeah.
If I use a spell now, would he be able to have an action the next round, or would he?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I'm going to presume we're going to get a good rest after this, which is maybe not a good presumption. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Shit.
I mean, do what you gotta do. What would Brother Cornelius do?
Brother Cornelius would leave it up to fate and fortune, and presume
You're gonna flip a
that
fucking
he would
coin?
last. That Blitz would last one more round.
Okay. Hey,
Yeah.
that's great.
And what a mighty ending would it be if we ended this with another swing from the donated axe.
Okay.
That's what Brother Cornelius would do. Maybe not what Stone Chin would do, but
No, that's you're thinking exactly right. What would Cornelius do?
swing away, Meryl, swing away. God, there's a lot of pressure.
Not good. That's not good. I mean, you remember Frank's still gonna go, so fine.
There's a 4 hit?
Not even close. So Blitz, you look up with some of your last breaths, and you just see Brother Cornelius swinging fervently in front of you and completely missing the orc that struck you down. Frank.
Was that my turn?
Yep.
I grabbed the javelin.
You grab the javelin out of Blitz's chest.
Actually, that'd be funny. So, all right, one more shot.
Oh God,
I'm not gonna miss a second time.
you're going with the javelin again?
Yeah. Sorry, Blitz. Gotta borrow this, buddy. Ugh.
If I had known this, I would have used the spell.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm kind of enjoying this. All right, buddy. I'm gonna show you how to throw a javelin. Immediately, just trying to stab him in the head again.
Okay. Roll the
I don't have a
hit.
disadvantage this time. So.
No.
Ooh, okay. So that's 16.
Totally
That's
hits.
definitely down.
Thank God.
Sorry, it's a D6, right? I rolled the wrong one.
Yep, D6 plus 3.
Okay, so that's 6. 6 damage.
How does he die?
Woo! It's going right through the skull, like right dead center.
So, Blitz, you see Frank take the spear, the javelin, out of your chest, line it up with this orc. The orc's eyes get bright and wide as Frank thrusts it through the forehead of this orc and drives the orc all the way back, and you see the javelin go through the head of the orc and into one of the slits in the wall, as the orc is now swinging back and forth off the javelin hanging from the wall.
I wasn't missing twice.
And Frank, you can see now as you're close to the wall that these slits are the ones that you noticed on the outside as you were coming up the walkway.
Oh. What does that mean to me?
It means that we'll find out next week.
We've got some more pressing. I mean, Blitz is okay now, isn't he? Stabilized.
Yeah, he'll be fine now.
Thanks.
Don't worry.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so the battle's done, I presume.
Yes.
Can we I mean after Blitz is stabilized, of course.
Yeah.
Just go through the check for tithes.
You
Can I take the job? Can I?
No. I was just about to say that.
You gonna take it?
Hey, that's tough.
Okay, I'll take it and give it to you. Brother Cornelius takes it, tosses it to
Okay.
Frank for luck. For
I actually kind of like.
and
Now it's versatile.
back to the tithes, and of course Blitz is stabilized. I presume.
He sniffs it. Smells good too. I like the smell of orc blood.
Blitz is kind of just crawling around in like so much pain right now.
Yeah.
Ah, you'll be fine. Shut up.
Don't move. Stay right there.
Blitz,
Holding his
We'll
hole.
be right back.
yeah, Blitz, you're at 1 HP at this point, so.
Great.
You want mummy to kiss it better?
And that's where we'll end for the evening.
GG's.
Current HP 1.
That's
Dude.
a rough life.
Jack, there was 1 hit point left before you died. What? Could you hit it
Oh,
for
really?
you hit it for 4? It had 5.
Great.
That
I
was
could
the-
have blown on.
So sad I missed that first one. That would have been so epic.
That was exciting. That was an exciting fight.
If Frank came in, pushed him to the ground, grabbed a javelin, and then stabbed him through the head immediately, that would have been so epic.
I will say, I honestly thought for sure. So I'm up now, but I thought for sure that one of you guys was going to take Mage Bane off of me when I was down.
Oh,
And no
yeah.
one did.
No, look. Frank is.
That is
He
not
was,
a.
a moment, he was a hero. His hero side came out a bit, you know?
Spirit of. I would suggest maybe more likely we didn't think of it as we're fighting for our lives, but
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
let's
No,
put
I
this one
thought
to.
of it and then made the conscious choice.
Oh yes,
To
yes. I'm gonna put this one on the spirit of Fancy Boy. So question then for you guys. Now that we've left off right here, it seems like we have a few options for some appearances.
Okay, we can talk about that off stream.
Okay,
Give them all the details.
Yeah,
they're probably afraid after watching this.
I know, right?
They're like, oh my gosh, what's
But
going on here?
thank you for watching, everyone, and we'll be back next Sunday, 6 p.m. Pacific.
Sounds good.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, Internet.
Bye, Webs.
Uh,